You are now tuning in to the Talking with Evie podcast.
Hey, good morning, friends. I am so happy to be here. This is Dr. Evelyn Burns, aka Dr. Evie, and you're listening to Talking with Evie. I hope that everybody's fine. It's springtime. Some of you now are getting ready to go on vacation, and you got a lot of things on your mind, a lot of things that you're trying to do. But before we get into that, I've got an update. I've got some good news with a lot of prodding and pushing from some people I know. And I'm not going to say anything because they're sitting over here smiling. One of my career paths has been chaplaincy. And so I've been offered a position as being a chaplain. So I'm excited about that. I've got shaky legs. I'm like you. We're on this journey together. So I'm telling you, get computer training, do this, do that, do that. So now I got to not just talk the walk. I got to walk it myself. So this is what has happened to me. So I need your prayers, and it was very hard because I really had to get out of my comfort zone. This is not an area that I'm familiar with. Oh yeah, I know how to pray, but to just really kind of get out and be responsible for families and help them to make decisions, because you're always afraid of giving advice that it's almost written in stone, and you want to make sure that everybody's good. And so I had to really think about that and pray about it. But then I'm thinking about, hey, I told Dr. Evie's friends what they should do. So I had to take my own advice. So there you have it. Today's topic is going to be your choice or their choice. And what I'm talking about now, we've got so much going on in the world with the elections and with the things that's happening in Ukraine, with the things that's happening in Israel. And this is going to be the most controversial election we have had in our history. And so now with this coming up, there's always going to be a great divide. And so that's where it comes with friends. You've got friends that they're very passionate about their party and the things that they're passionate about, and they forget about you. So because we're friends now, you know how passionate I am about this subject, and they forget that you are passionate about some of your beliefs also. So that could be a conflict. So now you gotta make a decision. Is your friendship good? Are you good? Are you good? Are we good? Good. Usher sings this song, say we're good, but we ain't good. So, so what stance are you gonna take? Are you gonna be able to say, okay, I understand, you have this view of how you feel about that, but I also have my own commitments too. So, and then maybe sometimes you might have to have a great divide, even in the friendship. For a while, we ain't hanging out together right now until this is over. If you need me, I'm here. You can hit me up. I'm here. But we're not going to talk about, the elephant in the room. We're not going to talk about that. And if it's so heated, I saw a quote the other day say, don't set yourself on fire to warm somebody or some other people up. So don't set yourself on fire to make somebody else feel comfortable, and then you're not feeling good about it. That's how resentment sets in and you lose everything. So what is your friendship based on? On the contingency that you're going to do everything your friend want, and then you are left with no choice. That's why I'm an avid reader, and I'm always, even as a little girl in the car, I'm always reading the headlines, the signs, and all this. And even as an adult, you've ever been behind somebody and they're driving, and you say, what does that bumper sticker say? So I'm always reading. So I've found these different quotes. It says that you just never tell everybody your personal life. Some things you should not let everybody be privy to. But in this society that we live in now with the media, everybody feels that they should be privy to all of your information, how old you are, what your mother did, and all of these things. And now you have nothing. It's just like you playing a game of cards, and you left, all your cards have been taken from you. So now you got to learn to not only stick up for yourself, but you got to keep some cards for yourself. And you don't just let somebody just walk away with everything. And another quote I found out said, if people leave you like an option, then you leave them without a choice. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. So I'm saying to you, with all of these things, and there's just so much chatter, and you hear so many voices. You got your own thing. You go on the job, and you get divided in one supervisor don't like the other, and then if you don't go along with them, then you're in trouble. You're walking on eggshells on your job. So you got to be able to stand up and stick up for yourself. And you have to have some conviction, not foolish convictions now, not childish things, but conviction that makes the difference in your life, conviction that makes sense. We don't want to get silly about this thing. So, and when like we talked in the last podcast, what do you do when you don't know what to do? You stand still, or you just keep it zipped. You say nothing. You just say nothing at all. You just go. I've got one friend, I think it's kind of a little gaslighting, little technique that she has if you're talking. And she's not kind of agreeing with you, and she kind of want to pull you, she goes silent. Well, I have learned either to do the same thing. I say, oh, okay, let me get this call. So some people and some things in your life, either you got to dismiss them or let them dismiss themselves. So, I'm not going to be before you long today. I just wanted to share these little tidbits with you. Thank you so much for the comments. I'm just overwhelmed, and I feel so good because I'm still, although I've been kind of doing this a little bit now, I'm still always nervous. I'm always wanting to know what you feel. And when I get the comments back, it makes me feel good. It encourages me because we're on this journey together. This podcast started with my talking to women of a certain age from 60 on up. You want to go back to school, you want to get a new job, you just want to learn how to navigate this journey, your own life. You want your own life in your hands, of course, with God's help. So this is what this podcast is all about. Us walking together, you and I walking together, learning, falling down in life. You're going to have some things happen. You fall down, but the thing is getting back up. It's never, never, never too late for you to begin again. It's never too late for you to reinvent yourself. You're stronger than you think, believe me. So I want to say to you today, thank you so very much for being there. I love you guys. God bless you, and keep coming back.